if you want to send out your IABS through the back office for signature. Now, agents are having some trouble with this because of what you have to do to make sure that your IABS has the right information. So the first thing you want to do, you should be over here in transactions, and then you want to pull up your file that you've already started working on. It could be a active, it could be a pending, or it could be an opportunity because, if you're still getting the client under contract. What you're going to do is you should have a checklist assigned. If you don't have a checklist assigned, just click add and add the corresponding checklist. Then what you want to do is you want to highlight the field where you want to start pulling in your documents. So you're going to highlight, go over here to the right and click on use forms. When you do, these won't be there. You will just see a box that says add forms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on add forms. I'm going to go to Texas Realtors because that is where all of our standard forms are, our TAR forms that we're going to be using to draft documents. Note that the IABS is broken down into different categories. So they actually have 4 listed, even though it's the same IABS. So I'm going to choose buyer. We're pretending I'm working with the buyer. But if you notice over here, it's not filled in completely. And that's what a lot of agents are having trouble with, where they're going in, they're setting up their IABS, but this information is blank. So that's what we want to clue in. So once you have your IABS selected, you're going to hit the select button. The number will be dependent upon how many documents you actually have selected. So that's why it said 6. You'll see them listed here. I'm going to hit next. And then you want to make sure that all the people that you need to sign are listed here because it won't populate. So if you have other individuals, like if you have 2 buyers, you need to make sure that there are both of the buyers and their information is there. That's also going to be important if you're sending it for e-signing because that email address that's associated with their contact record is the email they're going to be sending it to. So we're going to pretend that I'm just sending it to Miriam. She's my only buyer. I am the buyer's agent, so make sure that that information is populated. And then down here where it says other parties, this is the important part because this is what's going to populate on your IABS. So you want to make sure that your broker and the supervisor information is filled in. Then you're going to hit next and it'll take it a few moments and then you will see that it will populate. Now I'm going to scroll down because there were 6 different documents in here and the one that we really want to look at is the IABS. So I'm just going to scroll down to that one so you all can see what it looks like. Okay, so here's our IABS, and as we scroll down, you see all the information is filled in. And that all I did was make sure that I added myself as the agent, make sure that I put in the information on the previous drop down. You can send it for e-signature. You can download it if you are going to take this with you. So I'm just going to, so that's what you'll do. I'm going to back out of it because I don't want to save it. And then what I also want to show you is an alternate method. Now, if you are with the Houston Association of Realtors MLS, they automatically give you a link and a PDF of your IABS already filled out. So what you can do if you want to use that one, go into HAR to your agent profile, download it, save it on your computer. Then what you'll do the same thing, go to use forms. And instead of add forms or add more forms, you're going to attach a document. You are going to save it to your computer, and then you are going to search for it. and then it's going to upload that actual document. So it does, I'm just going to delete these so it doesn't take as long to populate so you all can see it. All right, so this is the one that I had saved. I'm going to go into that. Now it says no signers. I'm going to add a signer because I want my client to be able to sign. And then there it is. Now it did not automatically create a signing block like it does on the other ones. If you notice on the other ones, it was kind of different colors. So what you have to do is the same way you would do in any other system. You're just going to assign the signatures. So you're going to click on initials. Since this has to be initial, you click on it. You don't have to drag it. That's a little bit different in back office than some of the other signing systems. You're going to click it, and then you're just going to click where you would want them to sign, and then it populates the box. Now you notice it populates this box here. I had set this person as my signer, and you see it there. If you have multiple signers, it will give you the option here, this little arrow, so you can change the signer. So then you could do that. If you needed it to be a signature, you would just hit signature and the same thing. And then from there, you can send it for e-signature, download, print it. All right. So that is the easiest way and a bonus way to set up your IABS to send out for signature in the back office of Bolt Trail. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.